With more and more electric bikes on the road, the Sheriff's Department says we're seeing a sharp spike in crashes. A 15-year-old was hit by a van in Encinitas just last night. That city is now set to vote on a new e-bike ordinance. CBS 8's Jenny Day is live tonight in Encinitas with more. Jenny?
Yeah, we are on the very busy El Camino Real. It's a popular spot to ride. We've seen countless kids cruising around this neighborhood, but sadly this intersection is also the site where a 15-year-old was struck while on an e-bike at this time just last night, and the Sheriff's Department tells us that he is still in the hospital. Electronic bikes are everywhere. Fun, good for your health and the environment.
I use it everywhere. I go to the gym, I go to the grocery store. Don't have to worry about gas, don't have to worry about parking.
But we are seeing a dangerous downside. These things go at least 20 miles per hour. The Sheriff's Department says San Diego is seeing a dramatic increase in e-bike collisions involving those who don't know or don't obey the rules of the road. They cite rider inexperience and lack of awareness.
If you're a user of the road, then those rules of the road are for you. Things like stop signs, things like stop lights.
I spoke with the San Diego County Bicycle Coalition. They speak at school assemblies and host safety classes each and every month. The next one happens to be in Encinitas, July 15th at 9 a.m.
A lot of this is, I think, common sense, slowing down a little bit, communicating, making sure everybody is safer on the road.
Burros also works with cities to become more bike-friendly. This Wednesday, the Encinitas City Council will vote to strengthen e-bike rules. If it passes, law enforcement would first require a bicycle safety course rather than automatically issuing a citation. Helmets would be better enforced for those under 17, and only one rider would be allowed at a time.
It really worries me when I see the kids, one hand on the handlebars, the other one on a cell phone, and they're barefooted.
Generally speaking, all the rules in a car apply on a bike.
Act like you're driving a bicycle as opposed to riding a bicycle. Cars aren't all coming to full and complete stops at every single stop sign that they get to either. So it's absolutely a shared responsibility.
There's no riding on sidewalks, no weaving in and out of traffic, and you can't ride against the flow of traffic. There's gray area though, because in Encinitas, there's no minimum age requirement and no license needed. So kids are cruising without always understanding how things work.
We're going to have to find a way to get along better altogether. It's the future.
Yeah, and you may remember Carlsbad, just stepped away from here, recently amended their electronic bike code following a fatal crash involving a mother and her child. A state of emergency was even declared following a 233% increase in e-bike crashes. Carlo, Marcella, back to you.
Jenny, definitely a big situation that drivers and also people who ride e-bikes, drivers of cars, people who ride e-bikes, need to be aware of. Remind us what Carlsbad did to improve the situation there.
Yeah, absolutely. So they increased a lot of education. They also made a lot of improvements to the roadways. They also stepped up patrols, increased enforcement. So a lot of changes made, and hoping to see obviously some positive results from it. I'll also put a link to that free bicycle safety course on CBS8.com.
Thanks so much, Jenny.